I don't believe in a moral society. I never really did, but the past few months have destroyed any embers of hope that might have been smoldering. The leader of the eroding free world is a rapist, duly elected by a throng of sycophantic Christians willing to create a false reality strung together by flimsy conspiracy theories to justify their emotions. Because that's what so much of this is, right? These people feel things they don't want to feel: fear, uncertainty, anxiety, and instead of introspection, they've been fed a buffet of lies by a billionaire class eager to exploit those emotions. And so the people who raised me have had their minds poisoned by the propaganda of a lying class of billionaires. And leaded gasoline, if we're being honest. But the facts over feelings crowd that instilled in my generation the values allegedly upheld by our society are now throwing those same beliefs into the garbage so that they can feel better. It is projection all the way down. When I was a child, these people gave me books filled with heroes that embodied the ideals implanted into my developing brain: to be kind, to love, to have compassion. They handed me a Bible and gave me the person of Jesus Christ, a man so drenched in empathy he chose to be tortured, humiliated, and killed to redeem humanity. A man that stood before a crowd and said, "Blessed are the merciful, blessed are the meek." But what I don't remember him saying was, "Blessed are those who judge their neighbors for their genders," or "Blessed are those who find constitutional reasons to justify their bigotry." I remember sitting in church pews as a child being told the greatest commandment was to love your neighbor as yourself. When I see families being ripped apart by ICE agents, I wonder if that's how we show our love. I see wrinkled white faces trying to argue that those people aren't actually our neighbors so we can do whatever we want to them, and I try to remember the parable in which Jesus turned a blind eye. And the same people that handed me that Bible now worship a God of pride and lust and envy and hatred. They watch people, other living, breathing human beings with families and lives and emotions, getting bags put over their heads in the middle of the night, getting dragged into the back of unmarked vehicles, getting shipped away in planes, and being stripped of their humanity. And these people that told me to love my neighbor as myself are cheering, clapping, frothing at the mouth, ecstatic at the suffering of others, and justifying this dehumanization because some arbitrary law told them it was okay. We are cooked as a society. The hypocrisy is on full display. These people don't care if they experience inconvenience so long as the people they hate suffer. This is a moral cancer, and I don't know if the treatment is going to root it out or destroy this country.